Hey there, Wastelanders, it's Brother Mike. Welcome back to 7 Days in New Vegas. Today is day 5, and you know what that means. It's Theory Day. And we're going to be stepping away from the quest, combat, and skill checks and diving headfirst into some theories. Because Fallout isn't just about what happens on screen, it's about what's implied, what's hidden, and what might have happened after the courier walked away. Fallout New Vegas never gives us clean answers. Every ending is deliberately incomplete. The ending slides tell us what happens, but never how long it really lasts. And no matter who wins the Mojave, the region is still defined by power struggles, resource scarcity, and human ambition. That uncertainty is intentional, and that's why New Vegas has survived for over a decade as a theory machine. So let's start with the most controversial idea of them all, the Mr. House victory theory. And with the show just around the corner, it's looking to be actually true. Mr. House is more than a quest giver. He's a pre-war industrialist, a long-term strategist, and a man obsessed with control. And here's the detail that totally flips the script from a theory into reality. Not only do we see him actively talking through the Lucky 38 screen, but throughout the trailer he is shown many times, showing that he's not a footnote, showing he's relevant, and strongly suggests these two things. Either Mr. House was never truly defeated, or his influence outlived his physical body. And this directly goes right into my Mr. House backup theory. And it all starts with what I think is the most misunderstood ending in the entire game, the independent ending. Most think this ending is just the independent ending, where Yes Man and the Courier get to reign over New Vegas, all happy and fine. But I think that's far from the truth. Now let's take a step back and look at everything from the bigger picture. Yes Man, he's a Securitron, and Securitrons are Mr. House's machines. The hardware is house-built, the operating system is house-built, the architecture is house-built. The only thing that makes Yes Man different in any way whatsoever is his personality programming, which was rewritten by Benny with the help from the followers of the Apocalypse. Everything else about Yes Man is native to Mr. House's system. That matters. Now, keep that in mind. We're going to go on the other side of the pendulum. Mr. House. Mr. House wasn't just living in the Lucky 38, he was fully integrated into it. For over 200 years, Mr. House was physically connected to the Lucky 38 systems, thinking through them, commanding through them. Not only was his body hooked up to that cryogenic system, his mind was hooked up to that system. A system that we believe has all of his state-of-the-art tech in it. If he's going to live there for presumably indefinitely and has no plans for moving out anytime soon, don't you think he may have a backup just in case someone gets through, just in case someone's able to make their way to him? You don't think the man who prepped for the nuclear devastation of the entire world isn't going to have a backup program just in case he gets taken out? And I know you may say, yeah, he would, but we don't have that type of technology in the Fallout universe. Well, we do. Not only do we see it in Fallout New Vegas and reference, but we also physically see it come to life in Fallout 4 with Nick Valentine. He is a complete copy of a man's brain before the war. A cop, actually, by the same name, got killed, and the Institute uploaded him into the prototype synth body that he resides in still, hopefully till this day. And thanks to Raoul inquiring about Mr. House, he will tell us about a scandal he had pre-war, where he had these girls come over and he took scans of their brains and then sent them off. It was a whole big scandal that he tried to push under the rug, but really couldn't get to go away. I wonder if that same technology that he used on those pre-war actors, which are the two robo-girls in the penthouse of the Lucky 38, couldn't he use that on himself? But Brother Mike, isn't that kind of too far of a theory? Isn't that kind of out there? No. This guy predicted the bombs were going to drop, made a way to defend himself from those bombs, created an army of robots that he only used. To our knowledge, we have not seen any other Securitrons anywhere else. It looks like these were a private military model just for him. If he went through all that effort, do you not think he would have some sort of backup, some sort of failsafe, just in case one of his probabilities didn't work out in his favor? Yeah, I'm pretty sure Mr. House would use it. And throughout the game, Yes Man follows Mr. House's plan to a T. Now you could break this down to simple game design, but Yes Man himself refers to House's plan many different times and insists on following it and gets upset with you when you stray from the plan. So, at the end of the game, Yes Man says he found files in Mr. House's system. He said he's going to upgrade himself, that he'll be gone for a while, and that when he comes back, he'll be more assertive. Why would a robot that's supposed to do everything and anything you need and never says no, why is he taking his own initiative to upgrade himself? Isn't that a little bit sketchy? Isn't that a little bit of a hint that something is pushing him to upgrade himself? He's just agreeing with something happening to him. That's his purpose, right? And I think that if Mr. House even knew remotely about Yes Man and what happened to Yes Man, that he would have a failsafe put in place just in case. And what happens? The NCR still gets kicked out, the Legion gets destroyed, and Vegas is in the same exact spot, besides maybe a few factions still being around, but I think, especially with Mr. House's upgrades to his Securitrons, he can wipe him out if need be. Yes Man follows in the exact same footsteps as Mr. House, and in the end, ends up turning himself into him. And you can't blame him. He has to say yes, and when a code in his system says, oh, you should upgrade yourself, it'll make you more assertive, you'll be more dominant, it'll help you out, it's all just a lie. It's Mr. House. And if there's one thing that everyone in the entire Fallout fandom can agree on, it's that Mr. House wants control. And even if he died, as long as he knew that there'd be an AI version of him going through the exact same plan he set out before, I don't think he'd care too much. So I believe that in the Yes Man ending, he isn't just stumbling into power, it's a trap. Mr. House knew that if someone ever tried to overthrow him, they would try and use one of his machines. They're directly connected to his network. So, he leaves behind a rule. If a Securitron accesses house-level system files, it doesn't gain independence. It triggers a restore point. Yes Man doesn't upgrade himself, he overwrites himself. And Yes Man can't refuse those instructions. He can't question the intent. He can't resist an overwrite. He just has to say yes. So when those files install, it isn't him, it's Mr. House. The Battle of New Vegas theory. I believe the story of New Vegas doesn't end at the second battle of the Hoover Dam, or even after. In the end credits of the final episode of the Fallout series, we see a disturbing scene. We see a torn apart Vegas stripped, down NCR vertebrates, a breach in the outer wall, and even dead Deathclaws in the streets. My theory is that after Mr. House forced the NCR out of the Mojave and the Hoover Dam, President Kimball refuses to accept the loss. The Mojave was his presidency's defining project, and losing it would demand retaliation. So, the NCR throws everything they have at the Strip, and in the chaos, the Deathclaws from Quarry Junction are drawn out, devastating both sides. Faced with total collapse, House recalls all of his Securitrons back into the Lucky 38, sealing himself away once again. And what's left? An empty, dead New Vegas Strip, a city abandoned, and that's exactly where I think we'll find House when the show returns. And with all the big players in the area, who knows? Maybe we'll see the second battle for New Vegas. Also, small tangent, I believe that there will be a second battle for New Vegas and that the NCR, the Brotherhood of Steel, and Caesar's Legion, as well as Mr. House, will be fighting for it. I think it will end with Mr. House versus the Brotherhood of Steel. The Brotherhood of Steel brings out Liberty Prime. The second Liberty Prime steps foot into the Strip, Mr. House takes over Liberty Prime because, as we know, he was the creator, and boom. Mr. House turns Liberty Prime on the Brotherhood of Steel, and boom. Vegas is protected, and we don't have to worry about them destroying Vegas. Hopefully this is what they do. Please do it, Todd Howard, please. If you'd like to see an in-depth video about that, I will happily make one. It's just a crackpot theory I have. Now back to the video. And for the final part of this video, I'm going to be going to some faction ending theories. First, we'll start with the NCR. So, what do we know about the new California Republic? What it does do is present itself as the good ending. Democracy, law, order. But their victory comes at a cost. Overextension of supply lines, political corruption, and endless expansion. My theory is simple. The NCR wins the Mojave, but loses itself trying to hold it. New Vegas becomes another bureaucratic liability, not a shining capital. And just like in the show, they wither up into nothing. The Legion ending. Caesar's Legion is already dying. Caesar is sick. Succession is unclear. Fear is the only thing holding the Legion together. Even if they win the dam, the theory is that with a generation, the Legion fractures. No Caesar means no unity, just warlords fighting over his legacy. And from what we see in the show, that's exactly what becomes of it. Just a few strings of the old Legion left. The independent Mojave theory without House. The independent ending sounds perfect. No masters, no chains, but power vacuums simply don't stay empty. Without structure, raiders rise, strong men emerge, cities fracture. An independent Mojave likely collapses into competing factions until someone takes control, and that someone already left a backup. Call me a Mr. House stan, I don't care, I love the man. That's why this last theory is why I think Mr. House makes the most sense long term. He wasn't trying to rule people, he was trying to preserve civilization, rebuild technology, and push humanity forward. He doesn't age, he doesn't rely on successors, he doesn't collapse when one person dies. Every other ending depends on fragile systems. Mr. House doesn't. All it depends on is a plan that this man has been working on for generations. So, who knows, maybe Fallout New Vegas doesn't really have 4 endings. Maybe it has 1 inevitable outcome and 3 temporary detours. Thank you so much for joining me on day 5 of 7 days in New Vegas. Tomorrow's video, we will be going into the full story of the Fallout TV show. If you enjoyed today's theory episode, please drop a like, comment, and please subscribe, and let me know what ending you believe is real. I've been Brother Mike. Thank you so much for watching, and you stay safe out there, Wastelanders.